be an awesome meeting. We had 5 of these, I believe, last spring, and I have to tell you, they were really one of the highlights of my entire spring semester. Of course, it was during COVID, so there was a pretty low bar. But having all of the people together who were both donors and then actually saw those who were recipients of their donations, it was so touching. And so I want to thank the 3 donors that we have, the 3 sets of donors that we have here: Shirley Hewitt, Carolyn Bob Monkey, and Jim and Louise Dunaway. Thank you all for coming here. I want to welcome everybody and turn it over to Laura to say a little bit more about our donors before we introduce the recipients.
Yes, Bob and Carol, they're here in Fresno, and the Dunaways are joining us from the Bay Area. And Shirley, she's out in Palm Desert, right, Shirley? Palm Desert?
Yes.
Palm Desert, welcome. We are so excited that all of you could join us tonight. Heather is running our Zoom tonight. And so for the best possible experience, except for the donors, you guys don't touch anything, but for the best possible experience, just mute while other folks are talking, and we'll make sure you get an opportunity to express your congratulations and to say hello to everybody after each of the students finish their remarks. Okay, Dean Yarrick, let's go. Tell us about our first scholarship recipient.
Thank you. Here we go. I have practiced. We wrote a script and we wrote out phonetic enunciations of everyone's name. And I'm hoping I don't get this wrong because I practiced it out loud to hear myself say all these names. But I just may, and I'm sorry if it happens, but you're no less special. So we have special presentations tonight of the scholarship students of Kremen School of Education and Human Development. The first scholarship tonight is the Frank Easterly Scholarship, which is a scholarship for a junior or a senior with a 3-point GPA. We have 2 scholarship recipients tonight. They are Fatima Gomez as well as Daisy Soto Hernandez. Neither of them are able to join us tonight, but we want to honor them both in this space this evening. So push that little button for cheering or thumbs up or a heart or whatever it is that you do to celebrate, but we are going to celebrate here. All right.
Okay.
Thank you all. Our next is the Jerry Shubin Scholarship. The scholarship supports an undergraduate student in the Kremen School pursuing a teaching credential who remains in good academic standing with at least a 3.0 GPA. The recipient are Adriana Musias Cervantes and Angela Yu. They're also not able to join us tonight this evening. And again, we'd like to honor their hard work and celebrate them in this space today. Whoop, whoop. Do you dance? Do what you do to celebrate one another. Here we go. All right. Now, the next scholarship, we actually have the donors here. You'll see them both here. Bob and Carol Monkey are both here. A brief background about Carol and Bob Monkey, donors of this scholarship. Dr. Monkey was affiliated with our college since 1969. I will tell you that I had just been born. Just letting you know that I was just born. Positions have ranged from being a professor to a department chair, associate dean, and even the interim dean on 2 occasions. If you've come by the Kremen building, the walls out front, the trees, the building, almost entirely responsible is Bob Monkey, and we thank him so much for coming by on a regular basis and even bringing us oranges. Bob, we love it when you come up here, and I love pouring you coffee. So, Dr. Monkey, would you like to tell us a little bit about you and your wife and why you decided to do this scholarship?
Sure, I'll say a few things. When I finally left the Kremen School, I made a big point of I didn't want any gifts or anything, and somehow some people got together and rounded up enough money to give me a scholarship. I mean, to establish a scholarship. So it was the Robert H. Monkey Scholarship, and I thought, wow, that's pretty special, and it continues to grow. It's closing in on about $100,000 now. But anyway, it came a time in my life, and stay there. Anyway, my wife Carol, she's been outstanding. Really a wonderful person, outstanding mom and a partner for about 56 years right now. And I thought she deserved recognition, so I funded another scholarship, the Carol S. Monkey Scholarship. And that continues to grow, and we will have more and more
Could you
money
open that while
your
it's
scholarship
it's
as
on the table as you come in?
coming in. Anyway, that's probably all I could say right now. We're really want to congratulate Devin Meek and as a future educator and outstanding person.
Thank you, Bob, for those words.
Yes.
Davin, I wonder if you'd like to talk about how this scholarship, what this scholarship might mean to you as a recipient of the Carol S. Monkey Scholarship.
Well, first off, thank you so much for even considering me and then having me here today. I must say that getting this scholarship has totally changed my trajectory of where I was going to go with my education. When I received it, it was just, okay, like, let's get our teaching credential and our bachelor's and we'll get into a classroom. And then I was like, you know what, like, this gives me so much hope. This gives me so much motivation. I can go further. So I've decided to get my master's in reading and language arts. So I can just continue my education and help the students in the South Valley where I'm from. It truly means the world to me. I don't take things like this for granted. Whenever anyone gives me an opportunity to kind of challenge me or prove that I'm worthy and prove my worth, like I just want to jump to it, and I want to make you guys proud for just giving me an opportunity. So thank you so much, Mr. Monkey and Mrs. Monkey. You guys, I mean, completely changed where my education was gonna go. Just, you probably never would have thought that that's what would happen, but here I am.
It's really nice to hear from you and touch that wonderful enthusiasm that you have. You're going to go do well, I can tell.
Thank you.
You will.
Yep, Davin, you're going to make us all proud, and thank you for those words.
Thank
We are looking forward to you paying it forwards. The next scholarship is the Linda Carroll Miller Scholarship, Memorial Scholarship, and our recipient this evening is Danielle Rowland. Danielle is in the Marriage, Family, and Child Counseling Program. Danielle, would you like to say a few words?
Of course. Yes, just like Davin said, receiving the scholarship definitely helped me. I've been working in the nonprofit field, and as you know, they don't pay well. So it was a struggle financially, and I questioned the master's program for myself, but I'm really happy I'm here now. I had a friend commit suicide our senior year of high school, which really put my trajectory into applying for the program. I didn't get in the first time, didn't get in the second time. And I was like, okay, like, we know the third time's a charm. So it continued to persevere and push through, and helps me save up some more money. And the scholarship really has also helped me stay in the program. But yeah, I'm in my second year now. So if you guys need a therapist in a few years, you'll know who to call. But yes, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for the scholarship.
You're very deserving, and we know business, unfortunately, will be booming in mental health. Dr. Becton, I see that you're on. Would you like to say a few words? I think I caught her off guard. I'm so sorry, Alicia. I know she's here to celebrate you, and I want to make sure that you know that we are very proud of you. And when she comes back, I'm sure she'll have something to say. Our next scholarship is the Jim and Louise Dunaway Scholarship. It's for students who are working in Kremen multiple subject teaching with the liberal studies concentration in math. But first, I'd like to introduce our donors for this scholarship, Mr. and Mrs. Jim Louise Dunaway.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hi there. We're happy to be here. It's always such a pleasant event.
Well, thank you for coming last time as well. Would you like to say some reasons as to how and why? I mean, you shared last time as well, but these people haven't necessarily heard it. How and why you decided to have a scholarship?
Okay.
Well, We were looking at retiring several years ago and finally made the decision to do that. I 1 year and my wife 1 year later. And we had both by that time been involved in teaching mathematics at the secondary level for well, about 15 years in my case, and
30.
about 30 in my wife's case. And we absolutely loved what we had done. And we wanted to encourage other people to do the same. And we thought about it and decided that the best thing we could do was to establish scholarships at 3 schools that had been instrumental in our education. In my case, I got my bachelor's at Fresno State in industrial engineering, and several years later decided to go into teaching and went back to school at San Jose State to get a secondary credential. Louise had gotten her credential and her degree, her undergraduate degree at Mount Union College, now University of Mount Union in Ohio.
I'd like to add just one thing to what Jim's saying. We each got some help along the way in one form or another. Scholarships, National Science Foundation, in Jim's case, the GI Bill. And we know how much just a little bit can help. And certainly we need good teachers right now. We've always needed good teachers. And so this is kind of pay it back.
And so we talked with somebody at all 3 of the schools, and each one of the schools influenced what we decided to do, maybe slightly differently, but all 3 gave us suggestions. Oops, what have we done here?
I haven't touched anything.
Somehow you accidentally turned off your camera. It's okay.
That's
right.
okay.
We can hear
That's
you.
correct.
Go ahead, Laura.
Keep going, guys.
No, we're done. We're done. We just wanted to say a little bit about why the scholarships, and we're always eager to meet those young people who want to join the teaching career.
Well, the recipient is Eduardo Lopez. Congratulations, Eduardo. He wasn't able to join us tonight, but a round of applause as we celebrate Eduardo's achievements and accomplishments. Another math educator. Woo,
Yay.
woo, woo.
Good, good.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you so much for your generosity. So the next scholarship we have is the Elvin Crumbine Memorial Scholarship. It's established in 1995 for Kremen education majors with a preference for 5th-year students or those who are working on their credential. The recipient is Lizbeth Cortez Villa. She is from Dos Palos and in the multiple subject credential program. Would you like to tell you, or would you like to share with us how you feel about receiving this scholarship?
Hi, yes. Thank you so much for inviting me. I was here last year too, and it was also a highlight of one of my semesters. So thank you for inviting me again. I just want to say, obviously, thank you so much for this help. And as they mentioned before, even when it is a little bit, it goes a long way for so many different people. I remember my first year, and I always talk about this with my roommates about how I went from working 3 different part-time jobs to having a part-time job still and getting to volunteer. So I just want to say thank you so much for not only like supporting me and my education, but also believing in me. That's kind of the way that I see it. Like if someone is willing to invest in your education, it's because they also believe in you and what you're doing. So thank you so much. And for believing in all of us and helping us with our education. I think it's something so important, and I would hate for money to be the reason that stops us from pursuing what we want to. So thank you again to not only the donors for my scholarship, but for the donors for all of the other scholarships.
Very nicely said.
Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you for sharing that. That is so cool. Our next scholarship is the James Schultz Scholarships. This is also for students who are preparing to teach, to join the teaching profession. Tonight's recipient is Victoria Ontiveros. Victoria was not able to attend tonight, but we are sending her best and we're celebrating her here now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Next, we have the Dale and Shirley Hewitt Scholarship, set up by Dale and Shirley Hewitt in 2006 for students interested in teaching K through 8. We actually have Miss Hewitt joining us by phone today in Palm Desert. Actually, I have been there for a tennis tournament, I think. That's where all the big ones come to prepare for the US Open, I think.
Shirley, you're muted. Can you try to unmute?
We heard you earlier, Shirley, so we know you're connected.
Yeah.
There's a little microphone. If you move your mouse, if you look to the left, there's a microphone that says mute, unmute. Okay, go ahead and continue, Dean, and Shirley can just listen to what we're saying.
Sure. And even if you want Laura to help her offline, that's okay as well. But I'm going to move forward, and I want you to know that we are so very deeply grateful for Shirley and what she has donated. The recipient of the Hewitt Scholarship is Jessica Nutter. I knew I would get this wrong. Notar Nicola. Jessica is working towards obtaining her dual credential, and in her hometown is Visalia, and she's joining us tonight. Jessica, what does it mean to you?
Receiving this scholarship means so much to me, to know that, you believe in me enough to support me financially. And I don't know how I'd be able to continue my education without that, support. I'm currently working towards obtaining my dual credential. I'm going to be finished this semester. So I got offered a job in Visalia next semester. So I'll be working in a special education classroom. So I'm really excited to be able to pay it forward. And it wouldn't have been possible without your generosity. And I'm so glad I have the opportunity to tell you how grateful I am for your generosity. Like I said, I wouldn't be able to do it. It honestly means so much to me to know that you believe in me in that way.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm so glad to get to meet you. That's just wonderful. And 3 generations of my family went to UNI, and my aunt was the first one. And when she passed away, she left money to our 5 nieces and nephews. And I used that money to start my first scholarship. And then my husband and I both taught at Fresno State, Fresno Unified Schools. And we wanted to say thank you for our nice long careers. And so we started the one at Fresno State. And it has been such an honor to have the students write each year and tell about their program. And they're always so appreciative. And this is a wonderful way of getting to meet you.
Well, it is a wonderful way, and it was not my idea. This was Laura, who was going after the College of Social Sciences model, and I think we actually did it better than they did, but that's okay. I am thankful for the donors that keep showing up and for the lovely recipients that we keep having, and also for the professors who are here to acknowledge their students. Thank you so much, Carol and Fred and Alicia and Selena. Thank you all for coming. So glad to have you. Our next scholarship is the Lydia Nilmeyer Scholarship. This scholarship is for students studying for a degree in elementary education. And tonight we have 3 recipients. First, we're going to announce Triana Garcia. She's a liberal studies major from Fresno, which is why both Selena and Fred are likely here. Would you like to say, Triana, a few words about what this scholarship means to you?
Hi, sorry, I am currently driving home from work opportunity. And that's not a lie to make me sound better. That is really where I'm headed. But I just wanted to come on and say that this scholarship has meant so much to me. As far as my education and my career goes, I really am shooting for the stars, and everything that I can get to help me just means so much. And I saw Dr. Van Horn was here. You have been one of my favorite professors I've had at Fresno State. So thank you. And I didn't expect to cry. So that is, that's just where I'm at. But yeah, thank you so much for everything.
So Dr. Nelson and Dr. Van Horn, would you like to say a couple words?
Yes, I can go first. Congratulations. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here to honor all of the recipients and so many liberal studies students and ITEP students and everyone who are coming through our programs and doing amazing things. And thank you so much to our donors. It's true. I want to really echo what the Denoys said, that none of us do this on our own. We all have help. We all get support to do the great things. I was a recipient of scholarships when I was in school, and I got to meet the amazing donors who were also teachers and parents of teachers. And everything we do is working in community to continue to make for a wonderful world for our students. And I'm so excited for all of you and thankful that you will be the teachers to our next generation of students. Congratulations to all of you.
Well said, Selena. Another recipient also is Vanessa Guillen, and she is also a liberal studies major. Vanessa, would you like to say a few words about what this means to you? Did I lose Vanessa? Oh, I'm sorry. I lost Vanessa. Well, let's take a moment and celebrate Vanessa anyways. And finally, we have Melanie Morrison. Melanie's from Hanford. She'll be joining us, she's graduating with her BA in Liberal Studies, intends to enter the Fresno State credentialing program in the fall and become an elementary school teacher. Melanie, sounds like this scholarship is going to make a difference for you. So you want to say a few words, perhaps?
Absolutely. I prepared a written piece here, so I'm just going to go ahead and read that if you don't mind. So hello, everyone. I wanted to begin by saying thank you to the Lydia C. Nillmeyer Scholarship Foundation. I'm extremely honored that I was gifted this scholarship for the 21-22 academic school year at Fresno State. This is the first ever scholarship I've received, and I'm super grateful that I was recognized as a worthy candidate for it. As mentioned, I am a current student at Fresno State. I'm a senior this year, and I'll be graduating in May. I'll be receiving my Bachelor's of Arts degree in Liberal Studies, and I have the intention of starting my teaching credentialing program in the fall. So my goal with education is to become an elementary school teacher so I can enrich the lives of the students in my classrooms and honor diversity brought by each and every one of those students. By receiving this generous scholarship, it has proven that there are people who believe in me and my capabilities of becoming the great educator I know that I can be. It has given me a peace of mind by reducing financial strain brought on by attending Fresno State. Again, like somebody had mentioned, a little bit goes a long way, so I really, truly appreciate it. And to be a bit candid, it's also helped my motivation to continuously strive for greatness in school through such a difficult time, such as the ongoing world pandemic. This scholarship is helping me pursue my educational dreams, and I'll forever be grateful for that. So again, I would like to thank the Scholarship Foundation and the donors who made the Lydia C. Nillmeyer Scholarship possible. You've given your support to a passionate go-getter who wants to make positive major impacts in the world of education. This is something that I have my heart set on, and it's something that you have supported through your generous awards. So again, thank you so much. I'm very, very honored to receive this scholarship.
Well stated, Melanie. You make us proud, as do all the students who are here tonight and all of the recipients. Thank you very much for your words. As a reminder, we're recording this reception and we'll send it out to the students and their links for sharing with their family and friends. So that they can also share this with the donors who will maybe want to replay this once in a while and see your kind faces and know that they're making a difference. So next we have Laura to tell us about where teachers are honored elsewhere here in Kremen.
Well, this is all Dr. Monkey. Dr. Monkey was the one who was part of the creation of the Teacher Honor Wall. So we're going to tell you a little bit about that today. Tonight, we've had the opportunity to meet all of you outstanding and promising students, but they wouldn't be here without the amazing teachers and professors. And so we have a Teacher Honor Wall here at the Kremen School, and it can be for teachers of any age, any teacher, any kind of education hero that you have. And the proceeds from this honor wall, they go to helping with technology grants for our students in the Kremen School. So, and Dr. Monkey, he was the one who started this program a long time ago. So if any of you are interested in creating a brick in honor of your student, teacher, or other educator, please go to our Kremen page on the Fresno State website for more information. So once again, I'd like to thank all of you guys for joining us, donors, stewards, special guests to help make this evening possible. And are there any family members here tonight? Does anybody have a family member sitting close by? Oh, Nancy. Nancy, let's unmute you for a second. Unmute. We just would love to hear about your support for your student.
My student is my niece, Melanie, and I'm really, really proud of her and all of her hard work. She goes to school, she works, she takes care of a husband, and she's just doing it all. And thank you so much for acknowledging her.
Oh, Nancy, that is so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I've got tears going here. Oh my goodness. Thank you. That was really sweet. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's the families that, you know, really make this happen. Are there any other family members here? Anybody else tucked away? And Dr. Becton, are you available just to say a couple words before we go? Okay, anybody else want to say anything else?
Carol and Fred have
yes.
They're both representative of our faculty here, our tremendous faculty, and they both pour so much into our students. So if either one of you want to, this would be an open time to do that.
This has been so inspirational. Laura, Heather, thank you so much for all your hard work, and thank you so much to the donors. Congratulations to all of the awardees. Just we're so proud of you. I chair the Department of Curriculum and Instruction, and so it was so wonderful to hear so many of you going into teaching and in our credential program, and we just welcome you. You know, I drop by, feel free to drop by and say hello. I'll put my email address if you ever have any questions about anything, about any of the curriculum instruction courses you take. I'd love to talk to you, and congratulations again. And thank you, Randy, for your leadership of the Kremen School.
It's an honor to work alongside you, Carol. Fred?
I can't really top that other than just say, you know, thanks again to Laura Clark and Heather for all the work they do to put these things together. Thank you so much to our donors, and just one note to our donors. You know, if you've got friends, ask them to become donors just like you. We can always find a place for you to spend your money.
Thanks, Fred.
That is awesome. Well, let me close by saying it's really a treat for us to honor these amazing students and give thanks to the support systems and express our appreciation for our such generous donors. In Kremen, we talk often about a Kremen community, sometimes even a Kremen family, because we know how we rely on each other and work together for student success. This event reminds me that the phrase community, it doesn't just include those who work at Fresno State or study at Fresno State, but also the family and friends and community members that surround them. So thank you to the donors. Thanks for celebrating these students with us tonight. And thanks for being a part of our Kremen community. And I wish you well. Good night.
Good night.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for including us.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you for everything.